get that bonded. Take the daisy chain power outlets out of the equation, let that be the where I do that. And I'll have another one. I have one out at the vertical. And vertical's tied to that ground rod. The radials are all bonded to that and all that and all this. But so I want to do all that right. And then, oh, by the way, also unplug the feed line. Over.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a given. I'm not a commercial station. I don't have all the polyphasers and all of that bus bars that they put on those things. I tried to mimic it as best I could, but no polyphasers. Do have plenty of grounding plates between the antenna base, the feed into the shack, and then here in the shack I've got another big grounding plate that's obviously grounded to the rest of the grounds, and that's my disconnect point. I could go outside and disconnect, but if it's raining, I ain't going outside, so I just turn around behind me, and I've got a panel with a dozen connections on it, and I just unscrew them and set them off to the back, and I don't worry about it. I sleep well at night when it's all unplugged, don't?
Right. Yep. Do all that. And, I slapped this antenna together. I did it. I took my time, but I had about 2 or 3 weeks before Bouvet. And what a disappointment that was, but at least I got a well-done ground mounted vertical out of it. And they owe me a hat and a t-shirt. That first Bouvet expedition ripped me off. I never saw those two things,
Yeah, that's interesting, Bob. I listened for them many times because I was following their Facebook page, and obviously you'd see them on DX Cluster and stuff like that. But, I never heard them. I heard guys out there screaming their lungs off trying to reach them. But I never heard them, and I've got a pretty good antenna system set up here, and I never heard them once.
Well, it turns out, hindsight's 2020. The guys were working on long path with big high Yagis. The verticals and dipoles and stuff like that in the middle of the country were not in position to have the Pacific Ocean, so their signal could migrate long path with no attenuation, because if it did come down, it was bouncing off the salt, and that helps a lot. Over.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, my allergies have been giving me fits today. I couldn't even get on the activity group today. Oh, excuse me, as you can well tell, I'm sneezing my tail off again. I've taken 3 allergy pills today. But I tell you, it's just absolutely nuts, the stuff in the air today. I feel fine, but good God, I've been sneezing like crazy.
Yeah. I delay just a little bit. I gotta let my AGC as the receiver sensitivity comes back. But anyway, Oklahoma's known for being a place for allergies, pretty rough. I think the allergy center, the big deal allergy thing is in Oklahoma City. Gets all these grasses and these prairies and all that. Okay, Tom, I'll let you go. Not too much else from here, just a great big old howdy at 1001.
Yeah, W5WSS, K5DWZ. Yeah, well, I don't know. Down here in the sticks where I'm at, all we raise is mosquitoes, and nothing but a lot of ranch land down here, and a lot of it unimproved, blah, blah, blah. We get our share of weeds and stuff like that. Don't get the green tree pollen like a lot of people do, because they got no oak trees near. But that stuff migrates. I know I've been out there and washed the windshield a couple of times and noticed it was green. So that stuff gets up in the atmosphere and travels lots of places, Bob. Go ahead.
Yeah. Stayed in the Carolinas during that, when the trees would start in spring, and it's chartreuse green all over the place. Over.
Oh, I hate that stuff. And, you know, we've had a little bit of rain down here. Now the mosquitoes are out, so I keep my bug sprayer full of Fifin and a big can of off right there sitting in the riding mower. So when I gotta go cut the grass, we can cover our backsides. Over.
Yeah, better you than them. Over.
That's a fact. In fact, it got so bad down here a couple of years ago. I had my turkey hunting mask on just to keep them from getting on my face. I mean, you spray it on your hand, you wipe it on your face, but that didn't seem to matter to the dead gum things. I went and found my turkey hunting mask, had that on my head, ended up putting on a PVC/vinyl looking raincoat and all that kind of stuff. They were so bad. But I had to cut the grass. I was soaking wet when I got off that riding mower, but I didn't have any bug bites on me.
You know, down in Flamingo, I would go down there, out there off Cape Sable, and it's all Gulf in South Bay and all that down there. We would go down there and load up with, like Gray Bar would invite me because we had a business and we were one of their, anyway. So they'd invite us down, we'd go fishing, come back. It'd be in the evening in Flamingo. You'd see this little black cloud walking around, and every now and then you could see the raccoon's eyeball.
Oh, yep. Seen lots of raccoons and stuff like that. They're always a good target. Bob, hold the frequency for about 30 seconds. Let me run down the hall and come right back. We'll see if anybody's showed up early from the roundtable group, but I'll be back in 30 seconds. K5VWZ.
Roger. W5WSF. Ain't a whole lot of holding to it. Tom, if you can hear me, Shelley's due back any minute, and I'll have the grocery. We got to bring the groceries in and all that.
All right, K5VWZ back in the shack.
Okay, I got to check and see, I don't know if you heard me, but Shelley wound up doing some late shopping, grocery shopping, so I'll have to break loose and do that. It could be any second.
All right, no problem. Got to take care of when the wife says, I need help with the groceries, it's time to go. There's no question about that.
Billy reports text message he's hearing us.
Okay. All right. Glad glad to hear. Hello, Billy. W5GHU in Missouri, I think it is. I'm just sitting there looking at the lightning and weather map. Weather map specifically. Looks like a line from about Austin, Texas, all the way up to Toronto, with a few blank spots in between, generating all this noise on the band tonight. Over.
Well, I have not definitively identified what I'm hearing here. All I know is it went from beautiful, quiet to swamp thing. Over.
Well, we did have some flares today. One of them about 1645, one about 1845, and the band just did its normal thing. It went really, really quiet, and then everybody started coming back in as per normal. It's been an interesting day. At the moment, the geomagnetic field is actually quite active. So anything up over the poles is going to be virtually non-existent at the moment. But if I lived in North Dakota, I'd go outside at night and look and see if I could see some of the aurora. Over.
Yeah, you might be able to, Tom. Last night, friend of mine, KK5J, and brilliant individual, by the way, and he called. You might have heard him when he called in, but he called me today and we were on the phone, and he was going to the different SDR receivers, and we were comparing my vertical to some were verticals and some were beams and all kinds of stuff. And he said, I'm within a couple of S units or less of everybody else around the country, over.
Well, there's no question. You got that vertical dialed in correctly. I used to think I had mine dialed in correctly till I put it back up and compared it against this big old fat dipole. And my big old fat dipole has got my dipole beat hands down, and it had lots of short radials on it as compared to long radials like you got. But there was just no comparison. So I actually took it down last week. Got all this extra aluminum laying around here, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it, Bob.
Yeah, well, we weren't comparing my transmit signal. We were comparing live on the phone what I was reporting on the receive signal, like on 40, and he went to a bunch of SDRs, like the one in Utah and some other ones that had verticals and, different various antennas around the country. Everybody's got within an S unit or so of the noise level I'm complaining about, so I don't know, this beverage is like night and day right now for me.
I got you. Well, your transmit signal coming into me down here, no preamps, nothing fancy except normal receive settings, 25 over, so almost 30 over, Bob. So it's putting out. You've got the vertical transmit. There's no doubt. Over.
Right. Yeah. And a week ago, this noise was gone. And Bob and I really haven't quite been able to track down why that was, but I may have a couple of things going on. But when the noise was gone, I was back to S0, S1 noise both through this vertical into this receiver. For about 5 or 6 weeks, I'm sitting at S9, except for that one episode. So, like I say, it's gone from S0, S1, S2, for the entire time that I built it in November until now, with one or 2 hours where it was gone, I was sitting at S0 again. So it seems like, yeah, we're noisy, but I've also got something else, I think.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. And I know you remember me saying this, get a battery-powered radio and hook it up to that antenna, kill all the power to the house, and see what it sounds like at that point. Then you know if it's internal or external.
Yeah, we've already done all that. I did that because that's the thing to do, what you're suggesting. But I did that, and it's a signal. It's not generated from this house, that's for sure.
Yeah, I got you. K5BWZ. Well, you know, could be anything, you know, power lines, fly to die. There's a lot of ways to look for that too, Bob. You can take, a mobile radio and ride around the neighborhood and, you know, you can actually tune into the noise and drive around. I've seen guys do that. They've got little handheld antennas. They'll point at, an insulator or something like that. And I forget what frequency they were on. I want to tell you they went up on a UHF frequency and they had a little handheld directional antenna. They pointed up at different insulators and they could tell which one was kind of making noise. Take a baseball bat and they go over there and whack that pole and just to see if that was made any difference. And my buddy down here in Sargent did that because he had a hellacious noise on 160 and he found there were some bad insulators on a couple of the transmission poles down here in the neighborhood. And they come and cleaned them up and retightened all of their wires that they have up there. With, you know, they got a wire holding that thing to the insulator so it can slip and move. Got all that sorted out, and his noise went away.
Yeah. It's something. That'd be the good news. If it was something the power and light company is responsible for, rather than the operator of something that's interfering with a licensed radio class. I think, you know, he would be the operator of that interfering thing that would be responsible. And but good luck with that one. So I'm hoping it's something with power and light. But I have not ventured out to try to find all that. Still trying to get settled here and all that. Anyway, enough of that. That's what we've been contending with. But my noise today and yesterday and for 5 or 6 weeks has been within an S unit or two of just about everybody else.
Yeah, my noise is just varying between S7 and S10. But that is what it is. Bob, let's see if anybody else is out there listening wants to join into this preliminary to the Arizona Roundtable. Anybody anywhere to join Bob and myself? Over.
B3LWY.
Well, I heard 3 or 4 stations. Let's try that again. Try not to all be at the same time.
Victor Echo 3 Lima Whiskey Yankee.
Short, go ahead. Well, a little bit of static here in the great state of Texas, as you know. My call, K5VWZ. I'm near southwest of Houston. S9 plus a little bit with me, a little bit of QSB because of the lightning crashes. Bob and Blanchard, what do you hear about that Austin station, go?
I'm right on the edge of his skip zone, I think. He's kind of light. I'm probably down to him too, but a little bit light here, over.
All right, AI5 Oscar Sierra. Austin, you copy Bob up there okay?
Yeah, I can copy him. Where is Bob? Okay.
All right, Blanchard, Oklahoma.